Well, good afternoon, beloved. It's me, Coach Carmen, the Kingdom Health, Purpose, and Wealth Coach and founder of SharingTheBliss.com. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today, I want to talk to you about tracking and why tracking is the secret to restored health and vitality and wellness and really transforming your life. So, when I talk about tracking, what am I talking about? Well, basically, I'm talking about monitoring. I'm talking about engaging what you're doing. It's so important that you know what you're doing and that you are following a routine, right? So the first thing is you need to have a routine. When it comes to healing your body, you need a routine. That's why you need a wellness coach like me. I'll give you a routine. So, whatever your routine is, you know the things you should be doing to get better, to get healthy. You know you're supposed to be drinking your water, right? You know you're supposed to be eating a certain way. You're supposed to be eating a certain amount of vegetables, a certain amount of greens. You want to incorporate smoothies that are healthy, super smoothies, right? If you don't know what you need to do to get healthy, please contact me, okay? Because your doctor is not going to explain to you what you truly need to do to transform your life and to heal your body. Your doctors will give you a prescription and medication to take and tell you that you have to take that medication a certain amount of times a day, right? You have to give it give the medication some food in your stomach so that you may have to eat before you take the medication. You know, there are some routines in taking medication. They may tell you that you should cut back on your sugar and what else? It's not a whole lot that they tell you in terms of how to get better because their focus is not about healing, unfortunately. The focus is to get you where you're not going to feel the results of that illness. They truly don't believe in healing, they believe in dealing, right? Dealing with the disease, not healing the disease. So you want to get with someone who can help you to heal your disease. Once you know what to do, you need to track your progress. You need to track what you're doing. You know, we tend not to focus on our well being to the point where we are monitoring our health and how we are treating ourselves and what we're doing to get better. Like I said, except for medication. And when you think about it, that's a little odd because we are so important. It's important for us to take care of ourselves, right? The word talks about this. The word talks about how our bodies are our temple, is the temple of the living God. My body is the temple of the living God. Your body is the temple of the living God, right? It's so important that we take care of this body that God's given us. So why are we not making it a priority? Why are we not tracking how much water we're drinking? Why are we not tracking how much food we're eating and what we're eating? It's important to track not only what you're doing right, but to track what you're doing wrong. Because if you track what you're doing wrong, then you're more aware of it. Most of us, for instance, let's talk about food. Most of us eat by default, right? We're so used to having breakfast. We're so used to having lunch and dinner, a snack, whatever. We eat without thinking about the consequences most of the time. Unless you can be extreme about that too and have an imbalance when it comes to eating and end up, if you have some type of illness like anorexia or something. But normally, we just take what we want to eat and we eat it. we we don't really think consciously of what that choice is going to make in our lives, how that choice is going to impact our health and the way we feel. And sometimes we know that it's not going to make us feel good. But because we are so used to eating a certain way, because we have become that which we have eaten so long, for so many years, what we have eaten has become part of us, right? Because we are what we eat, meaning that if you eat a certain diet for a long period of time, if you're eating hamburgers, if you're eating pizza, if you're eating a lot of fried food, if you're eating, I'm talking about the unhealthy things right now, but to make a point, if you are eating lots of refined food, packaged food, even a lot of restaurant food that's not organic, what's going to happen is that food is going to become part of your cellular structure, right? I mean, because think about it. If you did not eat for a month, you would start to wither away, right? Or 2 months, 3 months. You would start to get thinner and thinner and thinner. So if you're getting thinner and thinner and thinner by not eating, then why are we either have a sustained weight, or we're getting bigger? We're getting bigger because what we're eating. So what we're eating is causing us to become the size that we are, which means that we are becoming that food. That food is, I should say, the food is becoming part of our cellular structure. The fat cells are made of the food that we've been eating. Our blood is made of the food that we've been eating. And we have a digestive tract, and that holds food memory. It holds food memory, right? So we don't get rid of all of that when we eliminate. We have something called mucoid plaque, which is, pressed up against and it's just like stuck up against our colon walls. And that is all memory. It's memory. And when you have that memory of what you've been eating, you're going to want more of it. That's why detoxing is so important. That's why detoxing is so important. I just want to show you my lunch. And this is a raw vegan lunch. And the reason why I like to eat raw vegan food, I don't know if you can see that, but this is not cooked. This is raw vegan. And the reason why I like to eat raw vegan food is because it makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel amazing. So what I do is I make sure that I have enough healthy raw vegan food to eat every day, because if I don't, I'm going to just go for what's available. And for me, the worst case scenario in my home would be cooked vegan. And I know that's not bad at all for most people, and it isn't bad. Cooked vegan is wonderful. Cooked vegetarian is wonderful, but for me, it's not the best. I do much better. My blood type is A+. I do much better with raw food. So once you clean out your blood, you clean out your organs, you clean out your digestive tract, your colon, then you're not going to have those cravings as much, because you are separate. Those old cells are dying off, and you're replacing those old cells with healthy cells that are made from healthier food, right? I don't know. It's amazing. It's amazing. We regenerate every certain amount of days. We, like 30 something days, I was 60 something days, we really get into the regeneration process and we start changing. That's why you see your skin can start looking better. You're changing, you're transforming. So once you know what to do, you want to have a tracking system. So this is just an example of a tracking system that I created. Originally, I created this tracking system when I was sick and I needed to get better, right? And as you can see, it's hard to see, but every part of the day, I have specific things to do. So let's go back to the morning. So in the morning, you can see here I have my spiritual practices, my spirit dance, my prayer time, affirmations, and when I am when I decide to, or when I am led to do Holy Communion, I'll take Holy Communion in the morning. Oh, shoot, where am I? Okay, and then I have a pint here of infused water. The breath of fires I'm not doing anymore because I've learned that that's part of, it's so funny. I never really knew this before until I really started studying about why Christians should not be doing yoga. And I learned that breath of fire is a yoga breath. So I'm not doing breath of fire anymore. I do another breathing technique that I teach my clients. Bentonite clay, right? I don't do that every day, but I have the mask there and I'll check if I do it. Tongue scraping, oil pulling, enema, or sea salt flush. I usually do sea salt flush. And I have to do my sea salt flush quite often because I never had a very easy and natural elimination process. So I need support in that area. Now, unless I'm fully raw, if I'm fully raw, I'm cool. But if I'm eating some cooked food, then I don't know. I may feel like I have to go or I may not. And if I feel like I've been eating too much cooked food, I make sure that I have my sea salt flush and clean out my colon in the morning, right? Then I have the kidney liver flush. I have my exercises, my green smoothie or my fresh extracted juices, the dry brushing. I don't do that every day, but the aromatherapy baths. Am I doing it? Yes, check. If not, no check. My vibrational color seed meditation that that I teach my clients is it's in my book, The Biblical Laws of Attraction. There's shea butter, body massage, journaling, planning, and then early morning I go into, because this was super early morning. I mean, I start, you see, 4 o'clock in the morning. Yes. And then it should say really mid-morning, but mid-morning, I'll have some more water and healing tea. And then I have the afternoon. I have more water and my lunch, which is what I'm having now. My spirulina water would be awesome if I do that. I check a snack, healthy snack. And then in the evening, I have these things. Now, I don't do all these things every evening, but it reminds me of what I need to do. And I have a track to run on. You need a track to run on. This is your life, beloved. This is your life. We're living our lives. It's so important to make ourselves put ourselves high on the priority list, right? Especially if you have some type of dis-ease. Hi, Anthony. Thank you. Hi, Naja. Hi, Adelia and Sandra and Annie. Yes, especially if you have some type of disease, you have to monitor what you're eating. You can't be willy-nilly. This is serious. Because, like I said, we put ourselves in a position where now we're down the medical matrix rabbit hole. The doctors are telling you what you should take. They're writing prescriptions for this, that, and the other thing. What are you doing? What are you doing to get better? What protocol do you have for yourself? What protocol do you have for your life? What's your prayer time? What's your What are you eating? Are you preparing your food? Are you checking off the water you're drinking every day? What you focus on expands. We all know that now from uh, the law of attraction. We know what we focus on expands. So you want to focus on what you're doing to get better, to get healthy, to stay healthy, to heal your body, beloved. So this tracking sheet, you can make something like this. This tracking sheet is actually in my 28-day body and soul detox guidebook, or the detox book. So when you do the 28-day body and soul detox, you get this, and every day you have one of these sheets, the front, and then in the back of the sheet is just lines for you to journal, because journaling is also something very important. I find that journaling helps me. Who's that? Naja. Hi, sweetie. Journaling helps me to flush out my stuff. Why are you not keep being consistent? Why are you having an issue in this area? Whatever it is. Or even, why did you do so well yesterday? It depends if you're journaling at night or if you're journaling in the morning, right? So for me, journaling in the morning works because for some reason, the day becomes like the day before goes up in my brain while I'm sleeping. And I mean, things are being filtered and things are getting clear. And I wake up and it's like, and I'm very clear about what happened the day before, much more than that I am then in the evening. When I wake up fresh and my mind is ready to really assess. I had an issue with that though. For a while, a long while, I would wake up and just constantly beat myself up and down for all the things that I did not do, all the things I did wrong, all the things I should have done better. You know, it was a mess. So now, praise God, and I had to do some work to be free from that. I had to do some work, and now if I wake up and I have thoughts in my mind of things that I didn't do the day before, I'll just write them down. Anyway, what time is it? Oh, okay. I have a 2 o'clock transformation activation call, so I won't stay on much longer. I just wanted to share with you the importance of tracking. Sweetie, I wanted to share that with you. And the 28-day body and soul detox, like I said, not only do you work on your tracking, but also your journaling and everything else that goes with it. Because, of course, the 28-day body and soul detox includes my cookbook as well as the detox book. And it's amazing. You got to do the detox. It is so important. It is so important to do the detox, beloved. I can't even imagine where I would be today if I was not doing the detox. Yeah, I can't imagine. I wouldn't be here. Because it took me doing that detox. It wasn't called the 28-day body and soul detox when I started, because God just gave me a step-by-step formula, if you will. Don't hate the word formula. It's a system. And he just told me what to do step by step. And ultimately it became 28-day body and soul detox. But I had to do it for 2.5 years. And I was a raw vegan for over 2 years in order to save my life. But I had to track. And I didn't have to do, my tracking was not as intense as it is now or involved. And not that this is involved, it's so easy. All you do is that you just check off what you're doing. If you create one, or if you are part of the detox and you get this, like I said, you have one for every day. You can make copies and use it over and over again. So, but my routine was basically I was surviving to get better. So I did not need a whole lot of tracking as much because it was very basic. I knew what I had to do every day. I had to drink my water, a certain amount of water within a certain amount of time. I knew I had to clean out my colon. I knew I had to um, eat my living food, my juices and stuff. So it had become a routine. And that's what will happen too. It will become a routine. And you don't have to track as much. But tracking um, is vitally important, especially when you're starting a wellness journey. And the journaling is something that you should always do because when you, especially if you come out of prayer or if you wake up and the Holy Spirit's already tugging on your heart and you're feeling things and you're he's already giving you insights and information, sit down. Sometimes I keep my journal like right by the bed so I can just grab it and turn on my little light and I'll just start writing stuff out that's coming up in me. And you will be able to have accountability with yourself. Like you will have accountability with your own self because you are tracking what you're doing, tracking what you're eating, tracking what you're doing spiritually to get better and what you're doing physically because you know you got to have both. You have to be doing your spiritual work. You have to have your spiritual time in addition to taking care of the other components that are physical. So, all right, beloved, I hope this blessed you. Meet me at sharingthebliss.com if you've never done so. Get your 7-day mini course and connect with me. You can connect with me and set up a transformation activation call. It's a complimentary call. You fill out an assessment form. I pray over it. I see what's going on, what medications you're on, and it is awesome. All right. So that's it for today. Coach Carmen, certified holistic health coach, is signing out. God bless you. I look forward to talking to you soon. Love you. If I can find my thing here. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. Have a great day. Love you. Bye bye.